Look, man, where I'm at today, it is hot. Whew. I just stepped outside the door and started sweating right away. And for some crazy reason, there's a part of me that wants to match this heat with some intensity of my own. And that gave me the wonderful idea to do some core work exercises with you today. Today's movements are going to be focused on strengthening, and we're going to be moving with some speed, taking some reps along the way. I'm Jack with Rubberman Golf. If you're a little weird like me and you want to see what you're made of today and improve some core strength and find some space to move around, let's get started. Core strength and stability, what is that all about? Well, just take a moment to stand tall here and see what happens when you engage your core. I feel myself grow like a whole 2 inches when I do, as opposed to kind of just letting that integrity go. Good core strength leads to good stability, right? We can associate our general balance with our core strength and our ability to have our center of gravity hugging in towards the spine. This is what's going to give us a really powerful backswing and follow through. And now this strength doesn't just translate directly to like power, like force. This core strength is going to allow us to twist deeper. It's going to allow us to keep our balance throughout the backswing and the follow through, having a really firm connection with the earth and just feeling like you're rooted, you're grounded, you're not going anywhere. So that's our goals for today. And now that we have our objective outlined, let's get started with some of these movements. All right, now the only gear you're gonna need for today is just an iron, a long iron. I'm using a 5 today. And so with that, let's get started with our first pose. We're gonna come down onto the floor here, make your way onto the ground. All right, now from here, we're gonna come all the way down to the back side and send your heels straight up in the air. I'm gonna take my iron and press it against the top of my thighs here. I'm gonna pull my toes towards my shins, towards my chest. You can feel a nice hamstring lengthening happen here. And we're gonna move with our breath here, alternating, dropping our feet. So as I exhale, I'm gonna lower my right foot. I'm pressing the 5 iron against my thigh. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, alternate. Inhale, send it up. And we're just gonna move with our breath here. You wanna try to keep your dropped foot hovering right above the ground. And our objective today is to build some heat in the body. We're trying to flex and strengthen our muscles, and we wanna keep the breath nice and smooth all the way through. Let's take 10 reps on each side. For reps here, maybe you'd like to start with 5 reps. Maybe you can try to do 5 on each side. This is where we get to explore our edge, our capabilities. And I want you to notice here, how is your stress right now? Are you able to tolerate and breathe through this? The idea is if you're able to tolerate some discomfort on your yoga mat, you can tolerate some mental discomfort out on the golf course. All right, I'm lowering both my feet down. I don't even know how many reps I just took there. You kind of want to take it to failure, right? Push yourself here. We're holding ourselves to the fire today. And I'm just gonna release here. Take some nice deep breaths. All right, good work everybody. We're getting started, we're building up this heat and we're gonna keep this momentum going. We're gonna take another pose here on our back side. All right, we're gonna come onto our backs here with knees bent and keep your club nearby. This is gonna help us out. Press your iron into the top of your thighs wherever your arms reach. We're gonna take this pose one leg at a time. I'm gonna start by bending my right knee. My back is still on the floor here. All we're doing is bending the knee so your club is now pressed up against your right thigh. Try to take your right knee to a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna move with our breath once more. With your inhale, thrust your hips up with your left leg. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Exhale, slow, controlled, lower down. Let's take some reps here. Inhale, thrust up. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, thrust. Squeeze at the top. Slow, controlled, lower. I'm gonna hit 5 reps here. The breath is keeping my body calm in this discomfort. I really want you to get familiar with your breath throughout these poses. Before we switch to the left side, let's take a pause, take a rest, look around, smile. You're alive, you're sweating, you're breathing. And when you're ready, we're gonna bend the left knee this time, 90 degrees with the foot. Inhale, press up. Squeeze at the top, exhale, lower down. Next breath, thrust, squeeze, exhale, and lower down. Yeah, you're starting to get the hang of it. Let's take 3 more reps. Really want you to power through, drive through that thrust. We're taking some explosive movements here today. You know, sort of like me whenever I have too much spicy food.
Huh?
Slowly lower down. All right, once you've hit 5 or whatever your goal is, release. And I want you to just be as still as you can on the floor for the purpose of being able to just notice all of these little sensations going on in your body. Feel your heart beating. Try to take your deepest breath, directing your breath into your belly. Just ground yourself a little bit here. Let your body reset. All right, great work, everybody. And now I promise you there is a method to the madness here at Rubberman Golf. We're working through the philosophy of yoga, the science of yoga. Most accurately and most simply, yoga can be defined as incorporating mind, body, and spirit into one activity, one experience that you're having. And so what does that not look like? I'm at the tee box, I'm about to tee off, and I'm thinking about what's for dinner? And I duff it. I want you to take that same mentality, that same yoga here today. As we move our body, notice your mind, notice your thoughts, and to be extremely present, deeply present with all of these different sensations. By facing our stress, we learn to reclaim our power over it. These are some of the more subtle and mysterious goals we work with here. All right, man, we got a little bit more business to do on the floor. So get yourself back down there. And we're gonna come into a supine position. That just means onto our back side. Take your arms out long like a T. We're gonna set up here for some supine twists, but we're gonna do them with reps. And we're gonna use this to strengthen our core. So arms out long by your sides. Inhale, bring your knees to 90 degrees. And as you exhale, pick a side, drop your knees slowly all the way down. Maybe if you're able to, just keep them at a hover. And then I'm gonna use my left hand since my knees are to the left side, and I'm gonna press down and I'm gonna twist through center, bringing them back through, and I'm gonna drop them to the right, keeping them at a hover. Breathing deeply, inhale, exhale, come back through center, drop to the left. Deep breath in, hold, and exhale, back through center. I want you to move with your breath here, and I really want you to feel the mobility in your lower back. Taking this all the way as far as you can, trying to keep your knees at 90 degrees. Look how easy it is for the knees to bend and keep the feet in towards the hips. Now you want to try to keep your feet out. And for an extra challenge, try to lengthen your legs entirely, straight legs. And we're just moving through center here, really strengthening the core. Let's take 5 to 10 reps. Max out at your limit, at your edge. Nothing more, nothing less. You got this. And when you are complete, woo, bring your knees down, feet to the floor. Take a moment, recover, check in with yourself. Nothing like it, baby. Oh boy, oh yes, we got another pose coming up here. You know it, we're gonna come right back down to the floor. And this one is classic. We're gonna take some explosive sit-ups here. I'm taking my club, I'm reaching it above my head. You wanna try to keep your club as straight above your head as you can. Notice the difference between here and like here. You know what I mean? We're trying to extend the arms straight up. With knees bent, we're gonna move with our breath here. Inhale and exhale, explode off the mat. Slowly lower down. Deep breath in, exhale, power through. And you'll see just how difficult it really is to keep your hands above your head like this. We're really just isolating the core here with our movements. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Squeeze at the top, lower down with ease and control. Now, if this above the head option is not there for you today, you can try to place your club on your thighs. Inhale, drive up that way. Or, just depending on where you're at, you might like to use your arms for a little bit of momentum. Sliding up like that. I just urge you to try your best not to cheat too much here. You'll only shortchange yourself. That's our morality lesson for the day, as well as our crunches. Move through those till failure, reach your edge, your limit. Only you know where that is. What do you say, you having fun? And by fun, I mean sweating. Good, we're on the same page. I wouldn't ask you to do it if I didn't think you had it in you. All right, I saved the most messed up movement for last. This is where I think I'm gonna lose some friends here. We're gonna use our iron, our club. We're gonna come up into a standing position. I'm gonna inhale, reach my right arm up. And as I exhale, I'm gonna hinge forward from my hips. I'm keeping the distance between my left hand and my left foot. I'm engaging the core, reaching the crown of my head forward. Inhale, come back up. We're gonna move through 3 reps. Exhale, hinge, hold, flex. Come on, back up. Exhale, hinge, flex, back on up. I can really feel the isolation of this glute as well as the obliques and the core muscles getting a real good workout here. Yeah, boy. All right, let's take it to the other side. I'm gonna get sturdy, get solid on my feet with my balance, driving my feet into the floor. I'm gonna lift my right foot, connect the butt of the club to the top of the foot, lift my left arm up, inhale, exhale, hinge. You want to try to flex your foot so you're pressing the head of your club into your hand with your toes. Hinge forward, reach, squeeze. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, hinge. It's all right if you fall out a little bit, that's part of the fun. Keep your focus. It's helpful to fix your eyes on one unmoving object here. And we're gonna move through 3 reps. Come on, back up out of the pose. Man, I'm spent. And you see how I kind of failed on that? That's what I want you to experience for yourself. The game of golf and the practice of yoga is about coming to your edge. For me, in my life, my yoga practice doesn't just exist on the mat. It's me showing up to my edge every opportunity I get. And the best place to learn that is on a yoga mat. With your body, with your movements. It's not supposed to be perfect. That's part of the fun. And I challenge you to allow your best to be enough today. You're just fine the way you are. Now let's make our way into our wrap up. Yeah, all right. Definitely matched the heat and the intensity of the weather with my movements today. I hope you felt the same thing over there, wherever you're at. As I mentioned, our objective for today was to build some core strength, but not only the outcomes that happen in the body. Another objective that we were able to accomplish today is being able to meet yourself at your edge, to be able to check in with yourself and say, yeah, I can take another rep, or no way, that's as much as I can take. Learning to recognize that within yourself, you will be able to navigate all of the troubles and all of the stress, physical, mental, emotional, that may come up in your golf game or anywhere in your life for that matter. Sure, this is a golf yoga channel, but that doesn't mean that we can't tackle some bigger ideas together here. So anyway, it's always such an honor, such a pleasure to be moving around with y'all. That's another successful series of movements, my friend. My name is Jack, and I will see you here next time. Can't wait.